Hello, good day, and welcome again to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Today it's about pregnancies. I just saw someone in a group. She is concerned that she may be pregnant. And she is, well, in the group, she is not joking. She is she appears to be quite concerned. But out of curiosity, because her profile image looked like a very old woman, and I thought, surely that can't be her. But as it turns out, that is her mother. Then I look at her pictures, and the tone of her page, and one of her posts reads, "Imagine 6 weeks after having a baby, you end up pregnant again." And I thought, wow, that's kind of crazy. The crazier part is that so many of the friends are laughing. They think it's funny. Somebody, she shares something that says, "You hoes be 2 months and be having baby daddy problems. Girl, if you don't wake up and get a abortion." Now, I first noticed her in that group because she was showing one of the pregnancy tests and couldn't really read the results. She didn't know whether it was negative or positive, and she wanted people to tell her. So I'm looking, and she has these, it says, "It's still good men out here. Lunch date today." She's wearing an outfit. The thing is, the skirt is so short that she cannot bend down without exposing her entire backside and possibly her snatch. As for the top, it is so low cut that the bra she's wearing underneath, which is a push-up bra, the bra covers more of her breasts than the top. This outfit, it seems to be even like a bit much for a nightclub. This outfit says, "I want to get laid." So she's obviously going around looking for dick, and she's finding a lot of dick, because when certain types of guys see women like that, the dick responds. The problem is, though, okay, this is part of the conversation. Somebody's saying to her, well, she's actually the one that's saying, she says, "I think it's best for an abortion. I'm so afraid, but he's getting really dangerous. And if it's like this now, it will get worse." So they ask her, "Who's getting dangerous?" And God, ancestors, is with you. Don't be afraid, please. Whatever you decide, I'm sure blah, blah, blah will help you with the transition of the baby and your well-being. And she says, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate that." And she answers when they ask, "Who are you afraid of? Who is dangerous?" She says, "The guy I am pregnant by." Now, she also admits that she had twins only 6 weeks ago. She had twins. One of them died from some complications of COVID-related complications. And I mean, my head is spinning. I'm already not really feeling well, and only doing this recording just because I have to do something, because I have vertigo and headaches and all sorts of ailments at this time, and I don't know what to do with myself. So I'm sharing this. It really concerns me. We continue. the guy I'm pregnant by is the guy that is dangerous, and I'm afraid to stay with him because he's being abusive. So here we have this little baby is already absorbing the pain and trauma of the mother being beaten by some dude that she has had a child with. He doesn't live with her, but he visits, and when he visits, he is abusive, but he has impregnated her, and she just had a baby. So they say to her, "Get away, ma'am." And the reason they say ma'am is because by the profile picture, it looks like it's an old lady, but it's her mom. "Get away, ma'am. If you can't, I will pray for you now. Look after yourself." She says, "Yes, please, I need it. I'm living in my own place, me and my kids, but I know he's going to try and come back." So after he beat her ass the last time, she fears his return. Okay? So all of this just to say that I have been noticing an increase in women who are claiming or admitting to being pregnant at this time. They are in unstable relationships, and I keep saying to them, yes, have all the sex you want, please, but you just met a guy, and the reason you met the guy is because of how you're dressed. So that tells you the sort of person you've attracted. So you attract a certain type of guy based on your appearance, how you put yourself together. You know, your nails are done, your hair is done, your clothing is like, your clothing is more scant than underwear. I just don't understand. So you get a guy who wants to have sex with you because I guess you're horny. You're horny, that's why you're dressed this way, right? I can be horny and you can't know it because I don't necessarily have to dress to attract, because I don't want to attract this sort of male. I don't want that sort of guy. The guy just wants to have sex with you. You don't take those precautions and you let the guy do it raw. And you let him come in you. There is no commitment because you just met him. You don't even know him. And that's why he's abusing you, and you are fearing for your life and your children's lives because he comes into your home and beats you. And no one is considering the children. You just had a baby and you're pregnant again, and you're scared of the guy that you're pregnant by. Children deserve so much better. I don't understand why this keeps happening. This is just too commonplace. And the only reason I care is because, again, the children. That's how children grow up in these environments that are so violent and dysfunctional. I just really, please, I beg you, get to know these guys. Date. If you're dating doesn't have to mean fucking. Dating to me implies that you're getting to know each other. But you have your place. You are having sex with this guy. You just had a baby. You should be tending to your baby. Well, you put the baby to sleep and you're fucking the next guy, and then he knocks you up, and then you're scared because how long has he been beating you? You just had the baby 6 weeks ago. How are you pregnant again? No, because of women like you, I chose not to. Because yeah, guys, there are guys who've been after my ass for 10, 20 years and they ain't gonna get any. Because I'm not like that. I'd rather not have a man than be having 10 different guys and none of them stick around, because you're not grasping that they're not there for commitment. They're there for a piece of ass. And they think that you're available for all kinds of guys, so they're not respecting you. And I just think it's so sad to see how these older black women, because she appears to be in her 30s, they're living these lives that younger girls are watching, younger girls are seeing that and thinking in that environment that this is how it is, this is how you are to be as a female, girl, woman. It's not, it's really not. And I'm just tired of so many women bringing men into the home, into their lives, into their bodies, who are not honoring them as women, who are just using them as a place to deposit semen, a place to deposit the sperm, and don't even care whether or not there is a baby, because they're not going to stick around. Because if and when they come around, it's to beat you. Maybe they think you're so dumb that you deserve a beating. And I'm not going to say that I agreed, but I think something in your life, in your past, in your upbringing, has caused you to not value yourself enough. So all of your value is placed on your outer appearance. You're not really taking the time to think, to meditate, to get in tune to yourself, to get inside of yourself and to see your true value. Instead, you are primping and posing and getting your extensions put in and your hair curled, and your hair is not even like your phenotype. Your hair is like, this long flowing cascading hair that is not really. Yes, there are black people with this hair, but most of you with this is a wig or a weave. And your makeup and your lip gloss, like you're really out there looking. Why don't you become a sex worker? If you just want dick, at least get paid. Become a whore. Try to be a stripper. There are certain clubs that take larger size women with big everything. The skirt's so short. Listen, this is how I dress when I'm with my man, right? And I'm not leaving the house unless if we're role playing and I'm playing the part of his hoe, and we got a car. So I can oh my God, I've done this. It's not like I'm a prude or I'm a nun or I think I am, holier than thou. I'm concerned for your safety, ladies, women, your safety and the safety of your children. I was exposed to, my mom was not the type to be a hoe, but my mom had men around, and my mom had she had very bad choices in men. She would get involved with guys who would beat her and who would terrorize us at night. So I've been in this kind of situation where mom's boyfriend is coming at night, throwing rocks on the house and startling us, scaring us out of our sleep and demanding that she open the door. And my granny saying, no, don't you dare. And she has to come out, you better come out. And she leaves us there and goes outside. I know she's getting her ass kicked. She's getting beaten. That was so terrifying. And here are my little brothers and I and my grandmother. And we are witnessing that. That affects our lives for years to come. I would rather have no man than have a man who's gonna beat and terrorize me. And if I ever have such a dumbass who thinks it's okay to beat me, I will call the cops on his ass. I'm not like one of these women who are like, don't call the police. I say to you, don't call the police if there's a situation where there's a mental health issue and, someone is threatening your life who may be a family member. Try and get have some resources available to you to handle these situations. But when a man is coming into your home and terrorizing you in your own home and beating you, this guy needs to be locked up. And my mother had to one time, this guy abused her so much that she waited for him because she knew he'd come back, because that's what they do, they keep coming back. And she had some oil on the stove, hot oil, and she just couldn't take it anymore. My mom, very meek and mild, submissive type of woman, she threw the hot oil on him, burned his ass. And everyone was saying how wicked she was. No one considered how he terrorized us for so long, right? Women, please, I know many of you are out of control in your hormones, you're horny, You pussy, you got a wet ass pussy, you got big titties, big ass, and big thighs, and you want a big dick, and you just want to get fucked and fuck. And that's why I implore, I beg you, please, become a whore. Get paid for that pussy. Get paid for access to your body. Because it's a lot better than having these scum buckets penetrate you, deposit sperm into you, and beat you, and have that energy around the home with children and babies, because it's not just a baby that you have other children. Why don't you consider your children? And you keep having more children with guys who fit that profile, and they are not there for the long term. Get to know if a guy, many guys want to have children, but they don't want to stick around and take care of these children. My father was that guy. He had his wife, a woman at home, and he had how many children with her? A whole bunch. I don't know, 5, 6, 8. Looks like a whole bunch of them. But he was going from pussy to pussy and leaving seed behind. Every pussy deposits, leave a baby. I mean, this guy had so many children. I'm so turned off. So when I meet a guy and that is his profile, that he just slings his dick around, community property dick, I don't want to know this kind of guy. There are guys pursuing me who live this lifestyle, and they think I'm some kind of conquest. They gotta have me, and they tell me, and I'm not impressed, and I'm not flattered, I'm utterly disgusted, and I feel traumatized. And the worst part is, I like these guys. I like them as friends, and they don't value the friendship. And I believe it's because they don't value themselves, and it's possibly because they grew up in an environment where women were loose cabooses. They were loose and easy. And I think they believe that all women are the same. No, we're not all created equal. There are women like me, and most of you don't deserve me. And it's okay. I don't mind if I get cobwebs in my pussy, which ain't gonna happen because there's always a procession of guys who want access. I have some kind of defect whereby I only feel connected to one person at a time. And if the guy is not acting right, that I feel a deep love, attraction, and affection for, I give him some time to work on himself. I give him time, and I give him space to clean up his act, to work on himself, to grow and develop. I know we're not on the same level, and we possibly will never be, and that's okay. But you have to show that you're at least conscious that we are not operating on the same level, and that you try to level up. You will never possibly reach my level, but at least you are trying. If I see you're trying, then I see, wow, there's potential here. I really love this person. I understand. We women, especially black women, we love so deeply. We love deeply our black men. Unfortunately, they are not taught, conditioned, or raised to love us in the same way. They are raised to love their dick above all else, and then their money. They love their dick, they love their money. They are not really taught to love us. And do they love themselves? No, they love their dick and the sex. So guys have to learn to love themselves so they can love us. Anyway, I'm running short of time. I have to go. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Shortly, I will have guests and a co-host. I'm trying to stop smoking cannabis, and it's really having an effect on me. I'm having headaches, and because I'm not smoking, I'm losing my appetite. Smoking stimulates my appetite, and then I eat and I'm okay. But because I'm not smoking, I'm not eating as much. I'm eating, but not enough, it seems. So I'm having these headaches and vertigo. It's not a good feeling. Thank you for listening. Good day. And shortly, in a couple of months, I will be actually doing live videos. I will be seen. I'm not trying to hide so much as I'm just not prepared to be on video at this time, because I'm not really fully healthy and strong. I'm not really feeling well. As I'm recording this, I'm leaning on the side, because that's the way, so that I don't feel so dizzy when I sit upright. I feel the dizziness. Hi. Love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.